to all my panelists. Thanks for joining this discussion. And so, hello everyone who all are joining now. So, I welcome you all to this special Instagram live in celebration of Women's Week. So, as we all know, that this week is all about strengthening strength of women, resilience and power of women, especially the mothers. We'll talk about mothers who shape every day of our life. So I'm Shruti, an engineer, a parent coach, and a teen counselor, and the author of The Motherhood Maze, and your host for today. So, as we all know, that motherhood is beautiful but a challenging journey. It comes with its own joy, expectations, and lot of sacrifices, which I called as silent struggles. So we have struggles, but they are silent. We have nobody to talk about it. So that is why I wrote this book, The Motherhood Maze, to bring real stories, real challenges, and real solutions to every mother who has ever felt lost in this journey of motherhood. This book followed Amrita's journey. It's a fiction character in my book, and you all can relate to it. It's about her excitement, struggles, and societal expectations, what she went through because of postpartum changes, emotional disconnect she felt in her relationships, and ultimately her journey of finding her balance and solutions. So it's a book that every mother will relate to. This book is not just words, it's about an emotion. So I hope that you all will feel connected after reading this book, and we'll have a launch at the end of this live. So let's explore all these themes with our incredible panel today. So let me introduce one by one to this panel. So first, I will introduce Khushbu, who is a clinical psychologist, a parent coach, and the founder of the Pursuit of Balanced Life. She is going to share insights on the maternal mental health. So, hi Khushbu, welcome to this session.
Thank you, dear. Thank you for having me here. And it's really a pleasure and fortunate to see you
Thank
all.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pretty ladies.
Thank
What a
you. And
beautiful
tell
picture I'm seeing.
sure. And if possible, you take some pics, okay, from your camera. I'm just busy with hosting now.
Done,
So,
done.
yeah,
Everything for you.
thank you. So, and next I'll introduce Tanu, who is Mrs. Noida, Vogue star, and I think she also won Mrs. Uttar Pradesh, and the founder of Tathastu Foundation, which works for women and girls empowerment. So, hi Tanu, welcome to this discussion.
Hello, and I am really grateful that I am today in this panel with all of you powerful women, and you all are an inspiration for me. Sonia, for sure, because I know her since 5 years. She was one of my part of my inspirational journey. So, yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And no doubt, of
Thank
course. So, we have our DTF founder with us, Sonia. She has more than 40 franchises opened when I searched about her in Google. In India, I think it's more than that because it's now she's launching new things, and she's an expert in fitness, and she's known for her interesting workouts. So you will get to know soon why I'm saying these interesting workouts if you will follow her. So she is helping women since 2 decades to be fit. So she's our fitness master. So, hope you all will enjoy this discussion with these beautiful ladies and so talented and empowered ladies. So, let's dive now into the most powerful conversation ahead. I hope the audience, you all are ready to go dive into it. So, अपना मोबाइल रख so just अपने मोबाइल पे ये लाइव देखो और सब साइड पे कर दो because you are definitely going to get a lot of info today and insights on important topics of your day-to-day life. So
you.
first, I will go with Khushbu. So Khushbu, you are a mental health expert. As you know, motherhood is often glorified कि बहुत सुंदर दिखता है and everyone has expectation, and from childhood we are listening from our mothers कि once you will be a mother, it is the happiest moment in your life. It will change your life. It's going to be the happiest moment, as if you are going to get everything. Okay. But no one ever talked about what the emotional struggles we all go through. So in my book, chapter 2, I discussed about postpartum changes. And I want you to highlight and bring into point the biggest mental challenges which women face after being pregnant. Please carry on.
Thank you, Shruti. Thank you for this entire event and organizing this and bringing up such a beautiful topic. As you rightly mentioned, it has been glorified. Yes, we glorify few things, or like we glorify things which are actually not that happening, right? It is human mentality. We glorify so that many people can actually get into this, to motivate them, to give them positive enforcement. Yes, you rightly mentioned motherhood is transformative, right? It is transformative. And if we talk about the word postpartum, it is always seen like, I know we are growing very great, like we are going great nowadays. Many people are aware of postpartum, but there are still there are so many taboos, myths are there around, that the moment you say someone, a female is saying, or a new mom is saying postpartum, the other person likely to think about depression. Postpartum and depression are totally different things. Postpartum happens to every mother, whether it's a first child, whether it's a second, or whether it's a 10th. Postpartum is a period of 24 months from the day you deliver a baby, right? And it happens to the mother physically, emotionally, as well as with the father who is carrying a child in his mind. The unit of family who is taking care of the pregnant lady, they all have this lot of anxieties are there, lot of plannings are there, lot of future responsibilities and day-to-day life challenges are there. So the postpartum is of the first 24 months, and it happens to everybody who is there in the family, who will be taking care of the responsibility. Some are little or the big. Okay, so postpartum and depression is totally different, right? So a few more things are there in this, in which I want to highlight, that if a mother in this journey, what in my case is what I have seen, that few things are very much crucial to discuss. That the first one is their mental well-being. They do care about the physical recovery. The family also supports in that, right? Family, friends, ये खाओ वो मत खाओ, ये वाला खाओगे तो अच्छा रहेगा, have liquid diets and all. But actually talking about the mental health, as you said, right, it is so crucial. Still female is not taking it as a serious matter, and it is so directly proportional. If you are taking care of your emotional well-being as a priority, you are actually you are taking care of your physical health too. It is directly connected. And if you are taking care of your physical health, then obviously it will increase, it will support your emotional well-being. This is directly proportional, but still we have to talk and we have to meet women out there to let them convince first that this is equally important. And the second, which I sadly I want to share, that mothers are not asking for help.
That's true.
This taboo is still there with every female, that asking help is a sign of weakness. Whether it is not, it is a sign of strength. When you ask for help, it needs a lot of courage to select a person to whom you need to go and talk about it,
Right.
right?
One
These
thing I just
two
want to
things.
bring, Khushbu, like what you are saying is, I think one of the thing, like when I had my first child, I didn't even know what is it, you know. So कहीं ना कहीं इसको एक normal दे दिया गया, you know, it's a normal कि आपको ऐसा feel हो रहा है, so it's normal, आपके body changes है, it's okay, आपको ऐसा feel हो रहा है, even pregnancy के time पे भी अरे ठीक है mood swings होंगे, ये होगा, right? तो वो एक normal सी चीज में चला गया है. तो even we as a mothers, we don't know कि क्या changes है, क्यों हो रहे हैं. ये भी एक, आई थिंक दैट इज ऑल्सो रीजन ऑफ स्टिग्मा, की अनअवेयरनेस भी एक है इसके पीछे.
Yeah, absolutely. Two stigmas which I struggle with my patients a lot. Like it is there with every single uh, postpartum subjects, right? The first is they are not accepting themselves, right? The new change, they are not able to embrace it. They are struggling between the previous I was and the now I am. Their hair, their looks, their body, and their nails even, right? The circle, like I am surrounded by only mothers only now. I do not have that happening group around me. I cannot do this. Yes, it is, right? So they are not able to embrace that phase, which I always say that it will not last forever. The kid will not be dependent on you. This potty diaper and this I used to say this is a potty diaper time, right? So it will happen. It will happen in a circle, but it will happen hardly like 3 years. It will last for 3 years, and after that, it will not happen. It will not come back. So accept yourselves, accept the new change in you. After that, again, the child will grow. He will have his own play group. He will have his own friends group and all. And you will again embrace. You will come back to the shape. You will get enough time to create your new you or like zero point 0.2, right? And the another stigma is they are not ready to talk about it by themselves. They are not ready to talk about it. Yes, they talk to many people, but after listening to the generalized word that, as you rightly said, Shruti, that it happens, मुझे भी हुआ था, मेरे उसको भी हुआ था. When we generalize these things, the other person falls apart, that it is waste of saying it. So at that point of time, I just want to tell every female that yes, it has been generalized because if it happens to every female, but you have to embrace it that it is happening to you. Accept it. Find one person, one single support, or go for a professional help. It is just a matter of phase. The moment you start embracing it, that it is happening with me, you will find out help. And we are living in a beautiful era,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Online, offline, there are so many support groups are there to support each other. You just have to reach out. You just have to
So
call yourself the first.
yeah, so
This
thank you,
is
Kushbu.
why.
And the
Thank
two key points which here Kushbu has given us is one is patience, accept yourself because it's just a momentarily. You will get over it after a few years. And the second, what she says that talk to the right people. Just don't talk to the right people.
true.
So these are two key points we can take from Kushbu. And now, as I'll move to Sonia. So, Sonia, just now we talked about emotional mental strength. But as I feel that it's physical too, because physically we can see it, right? It's physical too. And because our body is getting change.
Hmm.
बहुत सारे चेंजेस हो रहे हैं 9 months हमने चेंज किया एंड देन आफ्टर बेबी वी आर फीडिंग एंड ऑल तो दैट इज अगेन मेकिंग सम फिजिकल चेंजेस सो आई वांट टू नो एंड आवर व्यूअर्स वांट टू नो दैट हाउ डज दिस फिटनेस प्ले एन इम्पोर्टेंट रोल इन ब्रेकिंग दिस इमोशनल साइकिल्स ऑल्सो राइट
Hmm.
कैसे हमारे
Hmm.
सेल्स जब हम फिजिकल वर्कआउट करते हैं क्या चेंजेस हमारे फिजिकली होते हैं जो एक्चुअली हमें हील करते हैं इमोशनली भी सो प्लीज गो अहेड
So, hi everybody. Now, see why physical health is very important. Firstly, even before motherhood, it is important that you take care of yourself physically. Now, when I say physical fitness, I do not mean slim, I do not mean fat or anyone. Anybody who is slim does not mean that she is fit.
True.
Fitness is something, if a person is sleeping well, she is considered fit.
Hmm.
If a person is able to handle stress, she is considered fit. All of us have stress in our lives. How you respond to stress shows your fitness. Now, do you
Hmm.
go and binge eat? If you binge eat, you are not fit, right? If you
True.
are not sleeping well, you are not fit. If you're suddenly screaming at your children and then feeling guilty and going and loving them, you are not fit. Your husband comes back from work, or let's say you come back from work, and you start bickering and start fighting. That is not fitness. So anybody who is slim is what I'm trying to say is not physically fit, right? So fitness is all this. Now, before pregnancy, also it is important that one, gets into a fitness routine. Any routine, it can be anything that you enjoy doing. And like I always tell everyone, it doesn't matter what form of exercise you do. What is important is that you should be excited every day that now it is time for my
Right.
exercise. Like you're excited every day before eating food, similarly, you should be excited every day before you start your exercise. I've
True.
seen a lot of people, before having a kid, if they've been into physical fitness, the deliveries have been so smooth. The whole 9 months have been so smooth. And the moment, they become a mother. So I have seen there are young mothers who call me after about 2 months and they want to, start exercising. And then I guide them. She said you should start after so much time. What are the health issues that you went through? So someone I might ask them to join after 4 months. Someone I might guide them to join after 6 months, depending on what they went through during the pregnancy.
Sure.
So immediately when you get into fitness and you start this, see what happens is as a mother, you need a lot of stamina, right? So fitness is very important because there are so many days when you have sleepless nights. Now you have sleepless nights and you don't tend to eat food, you are bound to take out the anger on someone else. So that is why fitness is very, very important, whether you are a new mom or whether you are not a mom or for anybody. That is my take on it.
So thank you, Sonia.
Awesome.
I also have one question which I think people don't understand much. Okay, what is the right time after pregnancy, after a baby? What is the
Yeah.
right time to start with this fitness? And if you can highlight something about nutrition also.
So mostly should be after normal delivery, after 1.5 months of a normal delivery, one can actually start with light form of exercises. And after 2.5 months, everything can be done. Now, if someone has had a C-sec, after about 3 months, she can start with light exercises. And after about 4.5 months, you can go on to every form of exercise. But yes, this is not generalized. So whenever it depends on what health issues she encountered during the pregnancy. So there are some who were on bed rest. So if I have a member who's contacted me after a C-sec and she was undergoing a bed rest, I would tell her to join me after 6 months of the delivery. So each one is a case. Like we always say, हर बच्चे को आप एक तरीके से नहीं पाल सकते. If you have two children, both are entirely different. Like if you brought up your older kid in a certain way, not essentially that those values can be applied or that method can be applied to a younger kid.
True.
Similarly with pregnancy, with women, you can't apply the same rule. Now when it comes to nutrition, they always say कि आप pregnant हो, आपको 2 लोगों के लिए खाना है. All that is a myth. आप pregnant हो, आपको एक ही person के लिए खाना है. ठीक है, there is no such thing. But yes, what you're eating, that matters quite a lot. Now yes, there are went through lots of cravings. Like I had a lot of craving for chocolates and ice creams. A tea craving, I could not control myself. तो खाली, and I always tell everyone, कितने बच्चे करने, एक करने, maximum 2 करने. You should enjoy your pregnancy completely. To the T, you should enjoy your pregnancy. And once you become a mother, and then when you're able to exercise, or when you think you can make time for exercise, then you can get on to it. With regards to nutrition, it is very important. Like a new mom, even when she can't exercise, it is important that after her lunch and dinner, she does a 10 minutes walk in the house. So mostly women think that, cleaning the kitchen, squaring up the kitchen, mein ho gaya digestion. That is wrong. Ghadi dekh ke, you should walk for 10 minutes after your lunch and dinner. If you're doing that, whether you are a new mom or anybody, that ensures that diabetes stays away from you. As simple as that. Similarly, if a new mom is stressed and not able to sleep, even if the child is asleep and you're not able to sleep, a simple, easy thing to do is take desi ghee, apply it on the sole of your foot. So just like massage it, left sole mein 1 minute, right sole mein 1 minute. You do it every night. After about 4 to 5 nights, you'll start sleeping beautifully like a baby. So choti si cheezein hai. If you do this, for a young mom, if she's sleeping well, she has energy throughout the day. to take care of all the challenges which a small child gives. Sleep is most important, and
True.
sleep is the most underrated medicine. I always say. हम यूजली लोगों को कहते हैं कि जब तक डॉक्टर आपको 1500-2000 रुपए की दवाई ना दे, आप दवाई को वैल्यू नहीं करते, which is wrong. So sleep is one of the underrated medicines, and eating a banana. Banana is the cheapest fruit, but it is underrated. People say कि banana खाने से वजन बढ़ जाता है. It is wrong. Banana खाने से वजन नहीं बढ़ता है. वजन बढ़ता है when you make a banana shake out
Hmm.
of it. So
Okay. Okay.
banana,
That's
these are two most underrated things. If everyone can follow this, half of our world, half of our country will start getting fitter.
Great, great. Thank you for the amazing tips,
great one.
and I hope it has benefited a lot of women जो लाइव हैं और जो मे भी बाद में भी देखेंगे. सो प्लीज टेक दिस टिप्स एंड द 2 पॉइंट्स जो सोनिया ने बहुत अच्छे से हाईलाइट किए हैं. वन, कि इट्स अ टाइम, इट विल गेट ओवर, जो हमारे आई थिंक दोनों ने ही पैनलिस्ट ने कहा है. सो इट्स ओके इफ यू आर फीलिंग, इफ यू आर क्रेविंग फॉर समथिंग, जस्ट ईट इट, डू इन लिमिट्स, बट जस्ट एंजॉय दैट पीरियड. एंड सेकेंडली कि फिटनेस मीन्स सिर्फ फिजिकली वर्कआउट ही नहीं है. अगर आप नहीं भी कर पा रहे हो, सो जस्ट 10 मिनट्स वॉक इज इनफ, एंड जस्ट फोकस ऑन राइट न्यूट्रिशन एंड fitness. So thank you so much for such lovely tips about ghee and all that. And thank you. I'll also start banana and ghee now. At least banana. So thank you so much.
That's it.
And yeah, because we are in that, weight zone. So anyways, so we will move to,
Learning,
yeah.
right?
Those who follow Sonia, they know that banana is important.
Yeah, so it's really great, and I think it will motivate a lot of people now. Banana sales will go up. Just joking. But thank you, Sonia. Thank you so much. So
Hmm.
now we have our Tanu. So Tanu, like it's really inspiring that you got this Mrs. UP and Mrs. Noida, and how you have groomed yourself. So, and then you started your own foundation. So, how do you, did it all? Like I have in my chapter about in Motherhood Maze, where I talked about climbing two ladders. So one is your home and one is your, career. So how you climbed that work-life balance and how you managed to come out of this stigma and, do something for yourself.
See, it is all about balancing your family expectations.
Hmm.
Sometime to fulfill their expectation, we forget to handle our expectations. So we
True.
have to let them understand that we also have our own journey. It is a solo journey we have to follow, and
Hmm.
they should understand to support us. And for what I believe as a woman, that we need supportive husband, supportive father, supportive brother to move ahead in our life, in our career. Because as a woman, mostly we women, we have this specific expectation that nobody is listening to us. If we
True.
don't know how to put across our thought process, our requirement, expectation, how will they know? Because we are very giving by our nature. We love to
True.
give. We
True.
female, oh, giving love to parents, to husband, to child, and we tend to forget self love.
Hmm.
So the
True.
most important thing is self love. At any age, if we forget self love, we will forget ourselves, and then those disasters starts. Weight gain, weight issues, health issues, mental issues. So all this starts from self love. And after, before marriage, I was an air hostess. So it was already a glamorous life for me. So getting married and accepting motherhood was happy. I was happily enjoying my motherhood. But then also, I was again going back to my old life, thinking that I had a very glorious early years where I was not married. Then I started questioning myself. Why am I blaming my marriage as an excuse to live my life? Then I started talking to other females and realized there are females like Sonia and others. Why I am telling Sonia? Because out of four of you, I knew her earliest. and she when she could start a journey of her own and motivating so many females, so there are females who can motivate other females. Then started my
True.
social work career. And I why I said career, because it was like a mission for me, where
Hmm.
I was joining other females
Hmm.
who could not come out from their daily chores, and they wanted to do something for the society. So we thought that let's start a women complete brigade, and we will go and serve the needy, serve the old people, and started this
Hmm.
journey. And then on this way, a lady in one of the seminars told me, why
Hmm.
don't you go for a beauty pageant? It is a very good platform where
Hmm.
your voice can be heard.
Right.
First, I thought beauty pageant, glamour, voice can be heard. How is it all related? But then once I entered it, I actually realized that yes, people start taking you seriously. They,
Yeah.
everybody want a validation. That was a validation for my life.
True.
Because
True.
even at school, if the child is not getting certificates, nobody considered that child talented. Unfortunately, that's a real truth in our society.
Society.
Yes. So that's how that glamorous journey started. But it was just a stepping stone for me to motivate more female and to connect with more females who are
Hmm.
really strong like you. I met Shruti like this only. She started, she wanted to do some social work, and that's how she connected with me. And now
Hmm.
today she is part of my foundation, and we are volunteering together, supporting small kids and females who want to do something good for the society.
Awesome.
Yeah. So thank you so much, Tanu. And of course, Tanu is an inspiration. Or the key takeaway which we can take from Tanu is key to empower others, we have to empower
Yeah,
ourselves.
True.
and
And
one
हम
very
empower
important
तभी
line.
होंगे और हम तभी empower होंगे जब हम खुद पे काम करेंगे और victim mode से बाहर आएंगे.
Oh,
Yeah, the
yeah.
Right,
strength
Tanu?
isn't given. You have to claim it.
Yeah. So try
Being a
fitness.
female,
We have mental health counselor. We have here, trainer, fitness trainer. We have here motivational and inspiration. So you can take help from any of these, and of course, come out of all these stigmas and live, a empowered life. I would say
so the
for all
biggest
women here.
problem with the with our society, females are, though we are very much in a very progressed era, but still male don't have that much competition among themselves how much we female have, because the opportunity are very limited. So everybody wants to pull each other's leg and move ahead. So if we female come together and make a strong bond among us, ourselves, and support each other,
Definitely.
that
Yeah.
competition won't come.
But I think
Right.
that is we
True.
all are examples that we are surpassing this stigma.
Yes.
Even I thought same when I was in my corporate world, and but
Yeah.
now from 5 years, I think if we are positive, we get connected to positive people. And Sonia is, she's like such a big person. But still, when I connected with her for this, she always said that I always motivate women. So let's keep empowering each and every woman, and we all are in this mission. So I have just one question more to Khushbu. That can you just tell me one thing? Ki, I talked in my chapter 5 in the motherhood maze about emotional disconnect.
Hmm.
राइट सो हम सब बेबी की बातें करते हैं एंड जस्ट बट मदरहुड इज ऑल्सो अबाउट कि वी लूज आवर रिलेशनशिप्स सो हाउ डू यू थिंक दैट कपल्स कैन नर्चर देयर रिलेशनशिप्स विद पेरेंटिंग जर्नी
It's such a important thing to talk about, like openly. It's like
Candlelight
openly.
dinners.
See, candlelight dinners. It is. I have seen a dinner is difficult for them. The
राइट
Yeah.
distance is so much that they are in the same room, but they are not able to talk to each other, right? The both are thinking about the kid and the overwhelming responsibility, which is like a part of like the mood. It's actually consuming them. The entire day they are consumed by the overwhelming responsibility which has occurred. But a very like a couple is not mentally prepared that this will happen. When a kid will be around, there will be these small talks will be there. There will be like it will be a daily task, right? The acceptance is less, which I found in my journey that talking to the new moms or a new parent, they are not talking to each other. They both are exhausted. They both have sleep deprivation, right? They both are struggling with other challenges also, right? And at the same time, they want to give the best possible to the kid, right? Where the kid is so small, but they want to give the entire world to the kid, but they are losing themselves. They are losing their connection. A simple dal roti, when they're eating, they are not able to talk like it is the truth that yes, I am overwhelmed. Yes, I'm exhausted. Can we just have a break, or can we do it or teamwork? Like I'll do it in this way. I need 20 minutes in the morning, or maybe I'll have this much time. Like very small act. I prefer like Sonia and we all were talking that very small act is needed.
Can
Like
I pitch
when
in?
you're yeah, please,
Can I pitch in and just let you know what I did with my daughter when she was small?
please, please.
Please,
So,
please.
see, so when my daughter was exactly 3 months old, what we did is we had a separate cot for her. So, we had put her in the cot. बिल्कुल साथ में हमारे बेड के साथ एक cot थी. That helped quite a lot. And 3 month old, so she's in the same room. Everything is there, but she's in a separate cot. That made a world of difference, right?
Mhm.
When she was exactly 1 year old, so I was staying in a room. So my room had another door, and there was a small room attached to it. I had put a bed there, nice, done up the room beautifully with toys and all. And I had put her in that room. So she used to sleep there. Now she used to wake up at night, right? I could hear her cry. She was very fond of playing with my hair. So what I would do is the moment she would say mama or she would start crying, I used to run to her room. I used to sit on the floor. I used to give her my head like this. I had longer hair at that time. She would start playing with my hair. I would go off to sleep, keeping sitting on the floor and keeping my head on her bed. I would sleep and she would keep playing with my hair. And when she would stop playing with my hair, I would run back to my room. I had done this for almost 1.5 months continuously, daily. And I realized that the child became so independent. And since then, she has been an independent child. She's 27 years old now. She's independent in her thoughts completely. I'll tell you one place where the mothers, where they lack two things, in fact. They first thing they feel is ये मेरा बच्चा है, इसको मैं छोड़ूंगी नहीं, ये हमारे बीच में सोना चाहिए, ठीक है? जरूरी नहीं, प्यार दिखाने के लिए बच्चे को बिल्कुल गोद में वो रखने की जरूरत नहीं है. Second place where mothers make a mistake is when they go out with the child. सारा खाना बाहर ही खिलाना, घर में नहीं खिलाना है, बाहर जाके ही बच्चे के पीछे भाग भाग के उसको खाना खिलाना है. But if you were to do it before starting from home, so when you would go out, the child's stomach would be full and you would enjoy those few minutes with your husband,
Exactly.
right?
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely.
And the next mistake mothers make is they feel that their husbands are not capable of bringing up the
Yeah,
child. So
the trust
if they
issue.
have to go somewhere, they will say, मुझे तो इन पे भरोसा ही नहीं है. And my
That's a
typical
wrong.
example,
Yeah.
तुम्हारा बच्चा 50% तुम्हारा है, 50% तुम्हारे husband का है. If he is capable of donating sperms to bring up the child, I'm sure he is capable of bringing up the
True,
child.
true.
So you have to learn to tell your husband कि भाई now it is your duty. I want to go out. I want a break. You should do it. So many times we have this ETF annual get-togethers, and we are so many. We are in thousands, but almost just about 700 turn up for the simple reason why, because these moms feel grown-up kids. मैं छोड़ूंगी तो ये बाहर का खाना ऑर्डर करूंगी. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? एक दिन अगर बच्चे ने और
One day you have
पापा
to
ने
leave the child.
It doesn't matter.
True.
It is not
True.
going to hamper their growing up. They would love, the father would love spending time with the child. It
Actually,
is a beautiful bond that the father will have with the child. So this is a mistake that the mothers make, and they should reach out to the husband. That is my take on it.
Yeah, no,
thank you.
very
Thank you,
nice, Sonia.
Sonia. I
And
would just add one thing. What beautifully she has just mentioned all the things, but take a small step. Even I would just confess my thing. In my postpartum also, it was very hard for me being a profession like perfectionist, right? Everything has to be on this thing. I was not trusting my husband. Oh, it was very hard for me to trust him कि ये ठीक से रखेंगे. And okay, if I'm going for 30 minutes also, I'm giving him to-do list. Do this, do this, do this, do this. If he does that, like giving me like the other person, the spouse is losing his confidence that yes, of course, it is so big task that I cannot do it.
Exactly.
So he has never done it.
right,
See, that if a mother is saying that I don't trust you, if I'm not there, you have to handle like this, obviously the spouse will lose his self-esteem,
true.
the confidence, right? And then,
The
and it, I'm
disappointment starts.
sorry to say, I have to include this as well. Even in-laws lose trust. That if we are taking care of the kid and she does it in a different way and she is not like the body language says everything, right? The body language, the words, the instructions, the emotions, how we pretend, it says it all. And the in-laws also say feels like this way. When I train a unit of family for parenting, I have found it that the in-laws is like we are scared. We are scared if we are around and if we will not deliver it, so it will happen a big thing. So it is better that she only handle it.
Yeah. So
They,
what we can get from Kulku and Sonia, and as a parent coach, I have also realized this कि the biggest thing is कि trust. We should learn how to trust, your spouse. And secondly, जो हम छोटे छोटे gestures हैं to make kids independent from the starting. So I think कहीं ना कहीं ये हमारी parenting में या हमारा जो generational trauma है वो भी है, because हमें यही कहा गया है कि आप मदर बने हो तो आप में इंटरनली वो अपने आप आएगा और फादर्स में नहीं आएगा. तो हम वही सोच लेके वही वी आर गोइंग, बट nowadays gents are not like this. They have both
yeah,
emotional as well as physical capability. So we have
Yes.
to understand it and make your kids independent. And the most important point जो भी मुझे मिलता है से एज अ पेरेंट कोच, जो सोनिया ने बहुत अच्छी कही कि हर वक्त ये बच्चे को बाहर ले जाके ना भाग भाग के खाना खिलाना.
Mm.
And people don't accept it. When as a parent coach I guide them, they feel like, what absurd are you talking about, man? How is it possible? बिना टीवी और बिना भागे पार्क में कैसे खाना खिलाया जा सकता है? So I train them and I give them tips. So just follow this, and thank you, beautiful ladies, for bringing this point out.
I
So
just
now,
want to
घर
add
का
one more
बाहर
thing in
ले
this.
जाके घर का खाना खिलाते हैं मदर्स, घर में ही क्यों नहीं खिला के ले जाते?
right. So yeah, so वही उनको टेक्निक नहीं पता है. So that's why people say that why we need a parent coach or why we need a, that is why you need a coach. That is why you need a fitness coach, and now you need a parent coach, teen coach, because जो हमारी upbringing हुई है that is different, right? ऐसा नहीं है कि वो सब सही था, right? So there are some changes which needs to be done. So that is why you need coaches nowadays.
Yeah,
So
because we are getting so much westernized. In Western countries, these things were always there because somewhere they got far from their roots
Hmm.
of
right,
how to do these things. Same thing is
right,
happening in our generation, our cultures as
Hmm.
well. We are
right,
getting westernized. So those, how to handle those emotions, we are forgetting and we are getting more pressurized mentally. So
true.
that's why this coaching is somewhere I feel it's needed
It's
for a
needed.
lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I just, since the time is running, so I just want one thing, that if, Sonia, you can give some fitness tips, because I
Yeah,
think what we also talk about कि ये guilt trip चला जाता है, कि मैंने 1 घंटा बच्चे को छोड़ के I went for, for
Very well.
something, maybe for a walk or maybe for, meeting friends, वहां पे भी हमारा mind वही रहता है. So I've talked in the book, The Motherhood Maze, also about this guilt trip. ये जो guilt trip है ना, हाँ, what do you think कि किस टाइप की ऐसी exercises और what we can do कि हम उस guilt trip में भी ना जाएं, and with less time also we can do some fitness activity just for new moms, if you can suggest something.
So basically, why workout is to de-stress. Workout is something that de-stresses you. If you're doing a workout and you're getting up in the morning and thinking, workout karna hai, then you're not doing the right kind of work. ठीक है? You
So
should be
true, so
workout
true.
karna hai. If you have that, then you've taken the right workout. And when you find that, then the guilt trip will not be there. We have thousands of women associated with us with chotu babies, and they leave the baby and come because they're so motivated. So I'm not saying that you come and join me. I'm saying do anything. You dance, you do anything. You come and do videos. You can do anything. But yes, you should be excited कि अब मेरा ये वर्कआउट करने का टाइम है. वो रोते
Yeah.
धोते नहीं. अलार्म बजा है, वॉक पे जाना है, छोड़ो अलार्म बंद कर दूं. आज बच्चा घर पे है, छोड़ो अलार्म बंद कर देती हूँ. आज मेड नहीं आ रही, छोड़ो घर का काम है, क्या करना क्या जाना. Then you have not chosen the right kind of workout. If you
Sonia,
choose the
can I
right
add one
workout,
thing in here? These
Sure.
days, kids are all the time sitting in front of tab, mobile, laptops, right? So I actually personally made an effort with my son that after dinner, me and you, we will have a me time. We will go to the park and we will walk for half an hour and we'll talk to each other. You tell about your whole day and I will also share my inputs. And that in that way, we are actually bonding much better. He's telling a lot of things which I was unaware about his school, and that's how we are walking also. So after that he comes back and he sleeps calmly, and we get a good time for ourselves as parents as well.
I just want to
That's
add
very true.
a very important thing here. When Sonia is sharing this, and beautifully she's telling about the mother and the son bond, while clients come to me that I am feeling isolated, I am feeling unheard, I am feeling I'm anxiety is there, extreme anger is coming, or I don't know what is happening. The rage is increased. Suddenly, I'm venting out. I have less control over my emotion. I just want to highlight these and I just want to combine it together. When you are trying to be the perfect mother just by giving time to your kid, to your spouse, to your household chores, you are actually, you're not inviting any respect for yourself.
very true.
Very,
Very true.
You
so
are being
true.
a manager, you are being a household mistress, you are being the taking like house take care, like taking care of the house. You're doing so many things, but you're not portraying your love and care because it is not happening to you. It is not happening. You're not smiling the entire day. Like you said, the alarm is getting like snoozed. आज बहुत काम है, आज नहीं जाना. The
Hmm.
face, look at the face, right? And after that, you're like, खाना खाया, तुमने खाना finish नहीं किया, please finish करो, TV नहीं देखना,
Correct.
ये नहीं करो, homework. Look at the face and the expressions. The entire face is looking stressed, right? All the muscles and everything is stressed the entire day. And think about it. The kid also loses interest in the mother. She
Yes.
loses
That's what
the
it
trust that she is
does.
fun loving. That I can be. I I have heard teenagers saying that, oh, mother is so difficult, mother is complicated.
Right.
उनसे तो कुछ बोलना ही बेकार है. Because they have lost the trust in you that you can
Yeah. So the
be
main
fun
thing is,
loving
I
and
think,
supporting.
right. So the main thing, what my last thing with Tanu also, and I think we all agree to these points. And the last thing which I want women to say, which will solve a lot of your problems, which is no. Learn the word no,
No.
True.
because still you will say no. I think you have to say no to many things. Still you will learn this word no. You will not have the self care. You will always be in guilty. And जो भी हमने यहाँ discuss किया, you won't be able to implement it. So बोलते हैं thank you and sorry. Also learn the word no,
And
right?
self love, self love, very important.
True.
Yes.
True.
Love
True. True.
So
yourself, everybody around you will love you.
I will
yes,
just
because
say
but
that
that is
if you
not
are
this
liking
mother.
yourself in the mirror, right? How you are talking to your baby or your spouse or anybody, then talk, or else keep a smile and be silent.
That's a good exercise.
Don't
And
speak.
this is what the my book is all about. You know why? So this book is born from a simple truth. Until a woman feels good within, she cannot nurture a happy child or a balanced family.
True.
That is what this book is all about. And so I think it's a great discussion. And so it's time to launch my book now.
Bring it
So
on.
this is the book. This is the cover page of my book, The Motherhood Maze. This book is a
Wow.
guide, a friend, and a reflection of every mother's journey.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I think it's for the women who felt unheard, guilty, or anything for which you prioritize yourself. It's a
Hmm.
journey of Amrita, and it's a reflection of each and every woman. So now, why should you buy this book, right? Why you should buy this book? Because if you are a struggling mother with postpartum emotions, expectations, or balancing work and family, you should buy it. If you want to set boundaries, break cycles, and have a happy motherhood experience with a smile, you should buy it. If you are a partner, a father, or even a daughter, you should buy it and understand what your mother has gone through. And
Hmm.
also, as a partner, you should know what they are going through and how you can help them. Also, I have against each chapter, I have some journaling pages also, so that it's not just a book ki read kari और हमने side में रख दी कोई story finish हो गई. I want you all to fill it, and it will work for you. So it's a
Hmm.
ready-made journal as well as a book to read, which you will relate to.
Great.
So
Awesome.
you
Awesome.
can grab.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. So you can grab your copy from Amazon and Flipkart,
Please
and
share
it
the
is
link.
internationally.
And congratulations, Shruti.
Super,
Congratulations for
super
bringing
great.
it on.
Thank you
Congratulations.
so much, and
Please
you
share the link.
empowered women are my inspiration. So thank you so much. And I just want in the last 5 minutes, to audience, if they can drop their biggest motherhood challenge in the comments. What do they think? Is it emotional? Is it career balance? Or is it postpartum? Or is it like no one is listening to you? Or is it anxiety or self care or a guilt trip? So whatever is your biggest motherhood challenge, you can mention. And motherhood is not meant to be navigated alone. So let's continue this conversation in our upcoming sessions also. So let's wait. Let's see if people have some questions. And thank you so much for three of you for joining this discussion and making it so special. I
Oh
feel
God,
Thank
I
connected.
you for
can go
having
on
us,
and on. It
Shruti.
was such
Thank
a
you.
wonderful experience here.
I
We
Agree.
should meet at coffee,
agree.
right? I think we can have
Yeah,
surely
I'm
we
thinking
can
like it's
create.
48, 50 minutes. And I was, when it started, I thought like, what we'll do, I think it will wrap in 30 minutes. So, but you guys spent extra minutes with me and it was like
We should
ongoing
be happy
discussion.
that almost 800 people join us during the conversation.
Ah,
That is another achievement.
That's,
So
if anyone has
great.
some phone, can you just click on your phone because I just have one available
ah.
here.
Hmm.
Do you have another phone?
Chala, come
Yeah.
on,
I just
smile.
want to capture this moment.
Come on, smile. That's done. That's done. That's
Thank
done.
you so much,
I
Khushbu,
It
took
and
was
some
thank
such a
you.
wonderful
screenshot of
experience, yeah.
the. I also took some screenshots, so we'll
Hmm.
share that with
Great,
you.
Yeah, do
great, great.
share all
And
of them.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Great.
Thank you,
Thank
dear.
you.
Thank
Thank
Okay,
you,
Thank
you,
you.
everyone.
all the
Thank you
best.
for
Love you
joining.
all.
Bye.
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 See